Hello everyone. In the previous video we learned about set. Now in this video we're going to learn about dictionary. What happens in dictionary? So dictionary is also a data type which it's also a kind of list which we use to store the list of values, okay? But here it's little different from whatever we have learned so far. But before we jump to that, let's understand what all are the features. So dictionaries or dictionary is or are ordered, changeable, and does not allow the duplicate values. Okay, when you want to create the dictionary, what happens is, like set, you use the curly bracket, but the difference over here is you're gonna first use the key and then colon and then assign the values to that. Just like a table, in a table you see there will be columns and then rows and etc, right? So in tables what happens, every column would have a name, so that name is referred to be key over here, and every column would have certain values into that, right? So those values comes over here, and you can store as many this kind of elements you want, separated by just a single comma. For example, this is our data which we have been considering since beginning. So here we have the data for salary data for 6 employees, which are 40k, 30k, 60k, and so on, right? So when you create a list, you end up creating this kind of list. Same in this is called tuple, and same happens in set as well. If you are asked to give the salary for Tom, all that you're gonna do is you're gonna use the indexing thing on a list, right? And then you're gonna come up with 60k. But there could be a situation when there are many more entries and it would be really difficult for you to memorize the position of each of the values. So in that case, it's going to be very difficult for a list, from a list to pick out that particular value. So that's where the dictionary comes into the picture, and it helps you immensely. Now let me take you to the Jupyter notebook and show all these things practically. So here we are in Jupyter notebook. Now first thing which we're going to do is create a dictionary. So like I said, to create a dictionary, all that we need to do is use a curly bracket, okay? So in that curly bracket, first thing which we need to do is provide the key value, key. So here in our case, the key is going to be John. That's the employee name, and the value will be 40, which is his salary, $40,000. Same it's gonna happen with Smith. All right, and for that we're gonna assign the value. What is that? 30k. Now the next one is Tom, and for that we're gonna assign the value is 60k. Now our dictionary is created. We need to store it in a variable, so that we can do myDict. Inside myDict we're gonna store this. Let's check out the data type of this myDict, okay? And for that you're gonna use type function, and if you see, it is assigned, the assigned values are dictionary. If you want to print that, how does it looks like? So let's print that. So here is how it looks like. So this is how you can create a dictionary. If you want, you can also use list over here. If you want, you can use tuple over here. If you want, you can use another dictionary inside a dictionary, right? So there are many flexibility available with dictionary. Now let's jump to the next section where it says try to access the elements of the dictionaries, okay? So for example, you have this particular thing created, right? Now you want to access the salary of Smith. Let's say you have 100 of entries, right? Now out of that you want to just access the salary of Smith only, right? So myDict you're gonna say, and in that you're gonna put the key value and just hit enter. Here you got this particular thing. Again here also you're going to use the square bracket. Now if you're not sure what all keys are available in your dictionary, you can simply use myDict, that's your dictionary name, dictionary variable, and you can simply say keys, and here you gotta get a list of all the keys. Yeah, you see over here. Similarly, if you're not sure if you want to get list of all the values, what you can do is you can simply use the dictionary variable name, and then you can say values, and then you can just hit Control Enter, and here you got that. Now if you want to see all the items available in that, it's very simple. You can just use the dictionary variable name and you can just hit control enter. Other than that, if you want, you can just use items also, and that will be printed over here. This becomes particularly beneficial when it comes to looping through a dictionary and all, which we'll see in the subsequent videos. Okay, so this is how you can use all these three things to access a dictionary. Next, it comes changing the item using update. So let's say John has the salary of 40,000. We want to promote him and we want to give him 45,000. How we can do that? So for that, you're gonna do is, there are two ways. Manual way is just use John mydict and just try to access his salary. Okay, and here you see 40. What you can do is you can just say 45 and then just try to print it mydict. Now you see John's salary is 45,000. What is the other way? Using update. So for that, you're going to use the dictionary variable name, and then over here you're going to use this method update, and inside that what you're going to do is you're going to just, by just pressing shift tab, you can see the syntax also, right? It's available with Jupyter Notebook. In that, what you're going to do is you can exactly use whatever is given over here, but now his salary is changed to 45k. Oops, why Smith is getting copied. Okay, I'll just copy it once again from here, and now his salary is 45,000. Now I'm going to change it to 50,000. Do you think it's gonna work? Let's see that. Here it just give an error. What that error is? Now let's see that. Cannot convert dictionary update sequence element has 0 to a sequence. Okay, let's try to update it for Smith and try to understand what this particular error is, right? Here also it is giving you the same sort of error. Now what this error is, how can we? Alright, so the problem is very simple over here. Here we don't need to use comma. What we need to use is colon. Okay, so now you just use that, and here it is changed. Now the John salary is 50,000. Let's see that. Okay, mydict. If you see, it is 50,000. So similarly, you can update the value of any of the key, or and so on. Okay, so now this is how we do the update in a dictionary. Now let's say if we want to add another item into a dictionary, for example, let's say mydict. Okay, so here this thing is, now to update that, to add anything into this, again you're gonna use update, and in that what you're gonna do is you just put the key and value which you want to add this. For example, we want to create another employee salary, which is Learn. Though Learn is not a name, but I'm just going to create a dummy. After all, these all things are dummy. Okay, so now I will just print this mydict. Okay, and let's see. So now you can see over here Learn is added to this particular dictionary. This is how you can add the values, and this is how you can modify some certain value. Now if we want to remove an item from a dictionary, how can you do that? So for that, you're going to use dictionary name, dictionary variable name, and there is one function which is called pop. You're going to use pop, right? And whatever you want to remove from here, let's see the syntax over here, right? What is it that we want to remove? Here, remove specified keys and return the corresponding values. Okay, so let's try to put the key first. Okay, so how we can do that? For example, we're gonna say John. Okay, let's see if this works, right? And from bottom, okay, John is already removed, so that's why it is giving the error. I just did control enter. Okay, for example, what you can do is you can just rerun this particular thing, and if you this, okay, so here it says key error is John. It's not working over here. This is giving you error because John is already removed. Okay, now let me just show it to you. Okay, now you see John does not exist. So to fix this, what we need to do is we again need to recreate that particular dictionary. Now this time Learn is not available inside this. Now if you want to remove John, what you're gonna do is mydict.pop. okay, and inside pop you're gonna say John. All right, now oops, it's not job, it's John. so that particular thing is deleted. You can just validate it over here. So what it does is it deletes, and then in return it gives you the value which was assigned to that particular key. Okay, now let's try to print this particular dictionary over here. So you see that John is deleted. John key is deleted. Other than this, what you can do is, this was simple, I mean just 3 separate elements. What you can do is you can use 2 separate lists as well. For example, now here I will create another dictionary which is called salary, and in that I'm going to create 2 keys. For first one is employee, and then the second one I'll create is salary. Okay, sal is abbreviation for salary, and in that what I'm going to do is I'm going to put the list of employees and list of salaries, and where I'm going to copy that I have already written over here. Yes, that's I'm going to copy from here only. Okay, I'll just copy it from here, and I'll come back over here, and just to for a temporary time I'll just copy it from here and just put it inside this. Okay, but the problem is here we need to put each of these things in form of character. Okay, in quotation we need to put all of these things. Okay, now here we need to put all of this salary. Here we go, and here your dictionary is created, salary. Now let's try to print salary. Here we go, right? So here we have that particular thing. Here we have the salary created for each of the elements, right? So this is how you can create the dictionary, and you can slice and dice, and you can do the remove and add of everything. I just hope that it was clear to you. Just in case if you have any doubt, do not hesitate to put that into the comment section. And these were the basic knowledge about each of these data types and each of these sequences. As in I mean, as we progress in the video, we will learn all of these things in detail as and when it is required. Until then, happy learning, and wish you very all the best.